You are watching #Nerd Swag. Yo, what's up YouTube Universe? It is I, your friendly neighborhood YouTube creator, Steven Savelli, and I have with me the marvelous, magnificent Michael Keefe.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Today we're here to do a spoiler review of Star Wars The Force Awakens. So if you haven't seen it, don't watch this, but go see it because we recommend it.
Definitely.
Right now, The Force Awakens has an 8.8 on IMDb, which is real high. 123,000 reviews. And on Metacritic, it's sitting at an 81. So, reviewed high, rated high. Initial thoughts, what did you like it? What would you score it?
Oh, I was speechless at the end. It was amazing. Quick, I would go probably a 9.5 out of 10.
Alright. My initial review was it had heart and soul and it was magical. I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Definitely hits every emotion possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's jump right into it. Did you like Rey?
I liked Rey. She grew on me. Real quick, I saw the movie on Thursday and Friday, so I've seen it twice.
Yes, I also saw it Thursday and Friday.
She grew on me the first time I saw it, and then since I knew what to expect, the second time she grew on me even more.
Yeah.
She's gonna be hopefully a total badass.
Yeah, to me, she's my. We're talking about new characters to the films. She's probably my favorite character. Second being BB-8, but I think she was my favorite character in the story. She was powerful. She was independent. I like every time Finn tried helping her, she was like, "Don't hold my hand. Like
Yeah.
I don't need your help." She was badass. And
yeah,
I liked her a lot. And then Finn gets knocked on the ground the one time and gets knocked out. She wakes him up. He's like, "Are you okay?" She makes this look on her face like, "Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You were the one knocked out."
Yeah.
I just like that she was powerful, and we know that she has the Force in her.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that she seems to be quite strong, and she controlled somebody's mind after knowing that she had the Force in her like a few hours earlier.
Yeah. It hints at too many things of what she could be.
Okay, so we like Rey. We'll get into some future speculating later. What about Finn? Like Finn?
I like Finn. He's probably not my favorite. I kind of felt like he was just there.
Okay.
That could change moving on to episode 8, 9, but yeah, he was good. He worked in the movie.
Yeah, I thought he worked too. We didn't get too much of the reason why he left the First Order, other than like he didn't want to do their mission and kill people for them. But what's the real I didn't feel like.
I think it was that group of family on Jakku that they were like shoot these people. And he was like, nope.
Yeah,
that was it.
But why? After being conditioned his whole life and brainwashed.
That was his first battle, though.
I know.
And it was just.
Yeah, I know. We know it happens because Captain Phasma later says that he went to reconditioning, so they must do it often. Yeah, I like Finn.
Yeah, I mean, he worked.
He brought comedy to the series. So going forward, he will be probably the comedic relief. His interaction with Han Solo when they get on the Death Star, or not? It wasn't a Death Star. It was a Death. What they call it?
I don't know, but for me, that was the Death Star meets got a hold of Bane's venom and just totally jacked up. It was Death Star on Venom.
Yeah, they called it something else, but anyway, when they're on there and he's like, he said that he was in sanitation, he didn't know actually where to go.
Yeah.
And he was like, let's use the Force. And Han's
Dude, doesn't work that way.
Dude, that's not how it works. And I loved it so much.
Yeah.
So I liked Finn, he brought some good comedic relief. Alright, someone else new, BB-8.
I mean, what can you say? BB-8 was fantastic.
He was great.
Dude, great humor. Dude, he was great.
Yeah,
he or she, whatever BB-8 is, I don't even know.
Well, 2 men voiced BB-8.
Yeah, I knew that, but...
It was Bill Hader and...
The droid was awesome. I'll just say the droid was awesome.
Okay, yeah, true. It is a robot.
Yeah.
I felt like BB-8 was the R2 now, obviously, of this trilogy, and BB-8 is can tell emotions easier than R2. R2 had different types of beeps for if he was mad, happy, sad, or whatever.
But like if BB-8 was sad, he
could slide his head down. Yeah. He can have these attachments that come out. He flips a thumbs up to Finn
or
one time.
Or when I was confused between the two people, it was like
he looked back and forth. Yeah, something R2 couldn't do as easily. So it was nice that BB-8 is a little more. It can emote a little better.
Yep.
All right, Kylo Ren, performed by Adam Driver.
The first scene. Are we going to be getting into details?
Oh yeah, whatever.
First scene when you see him, you're like, okay. When he, what's the pilot's name? I'm totally spacing on it.
Poe
Dameron shoots that blaster, and he just turns around after slicing a guy, stops that blaster in midair. I'm like, okay, this guy means business. That was something we'd never seen in Star Wars.
No.
Like, a Jedi or Sith stopping a blaster. That was, from there I was like, okay, this guy's awesome. Kind of went a little downhill.
He turned into an adolescent brat for a minute. Yep.
Like a little crybaby.
Yeah.
But it didn't bother me. I mean, considering what he did, I can't imagine what he was going through afterwards.
Yeah, totally. So I liked Kylo Ren. I thought he was a good addition to the cast. I thought he performed well. He was powerful. He was menacing. He looked cool.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what you want in Star Wars. Darth Vader looked cool. And
I was curious about the mask at first. I'm like, how's this mask? But on screen, watching him, it was awesome. It made me want to go buy one of those masks.
Yeah. And he's one of the Knights of Ren, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Okay, someone else new. Poe Dameron. You mentioned him.
Oh, awesome. At first, he gets captured or whatever, but when they go to rescue, I don't even know what planet they're on. They rescue Han, Chewie, and Finn, and you see him come around, shoot ship after ship after ship.
Stormtrooper. When they go to Maz's place.
He was awesome. You touched on this earlier. He could be the Han Solo of this next of the next three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could be him or Finn. Someone has to fill that Han Solo role for sure.
For this new era, yeah.
Yeah, because Rey's pretty serious.
Yep.
Like Rey's not like she has a lot of weight to her and a lot of like rage from not knowing her family or who left her and waiting for them. A lot of sadness. So we need the person to fill the Han Solo.
We need that, yeah. Need that comedic.
And I think Finn and Poe both do that.
And we didn't really get to know Dameron that well yet. We just saw him do little clips.
Some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was cool. We had Maz, who we don't know if died or not. Maz is the lady with the little goggles.
Yeah.
We don't know if Maz died. She was cool. Other than that, that's all the main new characters. Do you want to get into the story?
Well, Snoke.
Oh, Captain Phasma.
Yeah, and Snoke's new. Too. Captain Phasma, we agreed on this. There's a lot of hype for her, for the character, and there wasn't much to her.
No.
At all.
No, she kind of wasn't
needed. Like right here, she's on the head of the poster. She's the dead center.
Yeah. No, she wasn't even necessary, really.
Not at all.
Mm-mm. She's got to play a bigger role in the trilogy.
I would think so.
Yep.
Unless she was dumped into that garbage chute like they talked about. So
no, she's got to.
Yeah, she's got to be something different.
She was too different. There's no other stormtrooper that looked like her. So she was like, I don't know. She couldn't have just been what she was.
Yeah,
and to me, that level of stormtrooper wouldn't ever have. Well.
But like
wouldn't have ever helped.
She
would have rather. I bet that character would have rather died than help.
Yeah, and they made an emphasis on showing her in the trailers. So I'm like, okay, what's this stormtrooper gonna do?
Yep.
And didn't do much.
No. Okay, then we got Supreme Leader Snoke.
At first, when Kylo Ren and that leader of the First Order.
Yep.
When they were talking to him, I'm like, really, a giant
guy, yeah. Me too.
I didn't think it was a projection or whatever, and then when they went away, I'm like, oh, thank goodness, I can't be dealing with giants in Star Wars.
Yeah, me too. When I saw him, I was like, this doesn't fit this.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
This isn't right.
Don't know too much about him. It's just like the Emperor sitting back in the corner every time Darth Vader, but seems
he looks cool. Andy Serkis is a great mocap performer.
He is. He doesn't get enough credit for it.
No, but he's known as the best in the business.
Yeah, seems intimidating. Guess we're gonna have to wait and see future episodes.
Yeah. All right, that's kind of all the main new characters. Want to talk about the story a little bit?
Oh, we got to.
I was stoked to find out Kylo Ren was Han and Leia's son. I predicted that, but I also
Yep.
predicted that Rey would be Kylo Ren's sister, and I was wrong. Or was I? I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
We're assuming. I'm assuming.
He knows her somehow.
He knows of Rey somehow.
Because when they first mentioned the girl, he doesn't freak out, but he makes a.
Well, Kylo Ren knows.
He knows something about her.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and he could have had a feeling. You know, he could have had his Force feeling, and then when he found out it was the girl, he was like, "Oh no, here we go."
Yeah.
So there's something about her, because he said a girl, and like he got mad, obviously.
He made a reaction.
And he wouldn't do that if it was just a girl.
Yep.
Yeah. So he knows about her. It felt like Han and Leia maybe knew about Rey as well. The only reason I bring that up, this is something that either bothered me or when I watched episode 8 and 9, we can come back at episode 7 and notice. But Rey never runs into Leia. Ever.
Not till the very end.
Not till the very end. But what's weird about the very end is she gets out of the ship and walks up and they have a long hug.
Yeah.
Why would they have a long hug? They never even saw each other. It's weird.
It is weird, but I'm like, the part of me thought, I'm like, she knows, the way they looked is Leia saw Rey's look, and like, you saw what happened earlier.
Totally.
So it's like, I feel for you here.
I feel for you, here's a hug. No, I get it.
But no, I understand where you're like, it felt like, okay, you're either you're my niece or you're my daughter, but I'm not saying anything to you about it right now.
I just thought it was weird that they embraced when they don't know each other.
Yeah.
And they embraced to the side. It was just weird. Either it was a goof, or we weren't supposed to like think about that, or she was just embracing her.
But you and I were gonna think about it. We're gonna ask those questions.
I didn't notice it the first time, but when I watched it yesterday for the second time, I was like, why did she hug her? Because on the planet where Leia comes and meets Han, I'm like, Rey was already passed out with Kylo Ren and left. So,
yeah. No, I thought the same thing the second time I caught so many things the second time I watched it because I knew it was coming.
But Chewbacca could have, explained to Rey who they were going to see.
Yeah.
On the spaceship ride. But anyway, so there's that.
Yep.
This is a full spoiler review. So Kylo Ren kills Han Solo.
Dude, it was rough. It was the first time I saw when Han yells out Ben and goes out on that bridge. You knew it was going to happen. And I was still shocked when it first happened. The second time I watched it, it was a lot harder to watch.
Yeah, me too.
Because I knew it was coming. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to really...
It was harder to watch knowing it was coming for me. The whole time when Han was talking to Leia, and Leia's like, if you see our son, bring him home. I'm like, oh, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, not going to happen at all.
Interesting they named him Ben after Obi-Wan, I'm assuming.
That's what I think too.
In the expanded universe that's no longer canon for Star Wars, I actually believe that Luke names his son Ben.
That's why I tried to do some research because I don't know if the books are based off these movies or where it came from or these movies are based on. Anyways, I looked at it and Ben was Han Solo's nephew.
Yep.
Whatever.
So Luke named his son Ben, I think, in the expanded universe. But interesting that they chose Ben in the movies to be Kylo's name.
Yeah.
Alright, so Solo dies. Real rough.
Yeah, rough. I
liked it.
Harrison Ford wanted his character to die, though.
I thought it was a great choice to add some weight to this movie. It made this movie really important.
Yeah.
The Force was awakened in Rey, and Han died. Which makes Kylo more powerful, because Kylo Ren was being drawn to the light because of his family.
Yep, his father.
Especially his father. And he has to kill his father, something that Darth Vader, his idol, couldn't do in killing Luke, his son. So what held Darth Vader back was the love for his family in the end, when he ends up killing the Emperor. Kylo Ren, his weakness, he pushed past what Darth Vader couldn't do, which was kill a family member. Which adds a lot of depth to this story. When you go back and watch them all, you will start noticing things like that, where that's what held Vader back. And Kylo Ren pushed past it, which should make him a super villain.
It should take him further into the dark side.
Yeah, and in Rey's visions, where she touches Luke's saber for the first time, skips all around, and one of the visions is Kylo Ren leading the Knights of Ren, looking super tight.
Yeah, so You brought up earlier when we were talking earlier in the day that was a future one.
It could be a past.
It could be because I'm thinking, is this when he turned on Luke and killed everyone? And
yeah, because there was a lot of dead, and there's somebody on the ground.
There was something dead. So I'm really hoping they explain those flashbacks and what happened to Ben, aka Kylo Ren, too, and turning into Kylo Ren.
Yeah, they could have been all flashbacks because there's the Knights of Ren. He's leading them. There's a bunch of dead people on the ground. We assume Luke is touching R2-D2, maybe putting the map in him. After Kylo Ren kills everybody, he's gonna leave. So it makes sense that it's all in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something else. There's a lot of foreshadowing in this movie. Kylo Ren, when he is trying to get the map out of Rey's head, he sees her on an island surrounded by the ocean, which is where she ends up being to find Luke.
And we spotted that the second time we saw it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
We saw Luke Skywalker at the very end of the movie. Is he a good guy or bad guy?
Oh, he's a good guy. I don't know why it bothered me. The robotic hand.
Why don't you like that?
No, I know he has a fake hand, but in episode 5 and 6, he has a normal looking human hand. Now he's back to the gold. It wasn't gold, but the robotic Anakin one he had in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I mean.
That was just me nitpicking it, but
aesthetically, I liked it better than.
It was fine. I heard he was supposed to have more lines. Luke Skywalker was supposed to have more lines. I'm glad they left it there, and it left you wanting to see more.
I love that they didn't talk. Rey's look on her face when she's holding out the saber to give to Luke, and he just is staring back at her. I think is perfect.
Oh, it was awesome. When it ended, I'm like, oh, this can't end. I have to wait almost over a year to see what happens next.
Mm-hmm. All right, CGI, great. Music, great. J.J. Abrams, good job.
Yeah, no complaints.
Oh, we could talk about this in a full spoiler-free review for probably 2 hours.
Oh, we could keep going on this. I saw it in regular 3D in a Regal Cinema. It was okay. There's a couple scenes. I saw it in IMAX 3D. Was fantastic.
Was better.
Way better.
I'm ready. I want to go see it in non-3D. I saw both times in 3D.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see it when it's not in 3D to see if I enjoyed it more or less.
Like when it went into a first-person view of someone in one of the fighter jets in IMAX, it felt like you were flying that.
Gotcha. Okay. How do you feel that it was similar to Episode 4?
It didn't bother me. I mean, it has its couple new twists, but. It could have done something different. They go to destroy the Death Star. That's what happened in the Episode 4. Mm-hmm. It's whatever. It's not going to make me change my opinion. It was an amazing movie.
Yep, and then, Luke goes to find Yoda, and then Rey goes to find Luke.
Yeah. There's too many comparisons to Episode 4 to Episode 7.
To not at least notice or reference them.
Yeah.
To me, it didn't bother me at all. I was fine with all of it.
Yeah. I mean, it starts off in space. They go to a desert planet. Yep. Another desert planet in this one. Some Luke working on machines or in a field. Rey looking for machines to sell. It was just there was a lot of comparisons.
Yep.
But,
totally. Yeah,
it didn't bother me though. It was a great movie.
What else we got here? We got Rey and Finn's battle with Kylo Ren at the end. And for some reason, Kylo Ren is all-powerful, can stop a blaster. He could freeze Rey earlier in the movies, but he can't beat Finn up quickly, at least, in a lightsaber fight.
He's supposed to be this... They don't call them Sith Lords. The masters of the Knights of Ren.
Yeah, he's a Knight of Ren.
He's the master of them all.
Yeah.
He should have owned Finn.
Totally.
Bent over like that.
Yeah, Finn should be dead.
Finn had no place fighting that guy.
No doubt.
No, it bothered me, but it's like
unless the Force hasn't awakened in Finn and somehow he's more powerful.
But I was just the little boy in me was like, I'm just seeing a lightsaber duel again. And
so the first time I saw the movie, I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And the second time I saw it, I was like, this fool should kill Finn. And like, no problem.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too.
I was like, this should be over like super fast.
Yeah, it should have been over really quick.
Yeah. But it was a really good fight.
It was, I don't know, for me, my favorite lightsaber duel was Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting in Revenge of the Sith. And then Luke and Darth Vader fighting in Return of the Jedi. My 2 favorite lightsaber duels.
I still like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan fighting Darth Maul.
Okay.
When Qui-Gon gets killed.
Yeah.
I still like that fight.
Yep.
Where Obi-Wan's running up and the shields are blocking him. To me, that was a very dramatic fight. The fight wasn't as cool, maybe, but I loved all the drama to the...
And I know that episodes 7 and 8 will have more duels, probably better. This one was just like, oh, strike. There was nothing like real quick about it.
No, Rey and Kylo Ren's was pretty cool.
It was.
She meditated in the middle of the fight.
She closed her eyes like she was told, and yeah.
Yeah. So, talking about lightsaber duels, the tri-saber, I like it.
Oh, it was awesome. It was different.
There's a lot of reasons why I like the tri-saber, but it was cool.
It was. It didn't look like I mentioned this earlier. I keep saying that, but it didn't look like a regular saber. It had like sparks or something coming off of it.
I heard a theory, or J.J. Abrams in an interview, but I heard that it was like an old saber from old First Jedi. And the reason was because the saber wasn't under control enough that it needed exhaust vents, which is why it's a little fractured.
Okay.
Also, it also provides a shield. When you think about Kylo Ren's uncle, Luke, and Darth Vader, they both had their arms cut off. So it actually blocks a slide from a saber coming down and cutting off your arm. So it actually makes sense for him to have that, to not have happen what the rest of his family members did.
Yeah, it didn't bother. It was cool. He actually used one of the edges when he fought Finn.
Yeah, and it burned him. Anyway, we love Star Wars. We're going to end it here. We might do a longer...
Oh, yeah, real quick. What's the deal with Rey?
She's Luke's daughter.
You think she's Luke's daughter?
Yeah. I want her to be Kylo's sister, but she's Luke's daughter.
Yeah, there's just... It hinted at it too much.
Yep. Which is why he left her on a desert planet. Just like he was.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, do you think Luke's daughter?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, obviously go see Star Wars: The Force Awakens. We might do a longer spoiler review later at a different time with a big panel, but for right now, this is our initial thoughts.
Yeah, go enjoy the movie.
Go enjoy it. I recommend it. J.J. Abrams, you're a boss. We loved it. I wish you were doing 8 and 9, but you're still a producer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See you guys. Peace out.
See ya.